What's up, you guys? It's me, the D, Dan the Sandman, back here to do another video for you guys. And I just want to say, happy October. Hope everyone's having a great fucking spooky season so far. Hope y'all are going to haunted houses and corn mazes and pumpkin patches and getting pumpkin spice lattes and drinking fucking hot apple cider and watching horror movies, decorating and shopping for Halloween. All that good shit that comes along with this amazing season. So, yeah, hope everyone's having a good one. Mine's been slow so far, but I have a couple things lined up for the end of the month, so that's pretty cool. So, yeah, but so far I've just been watching horror movies, like the usual, but I'm alright with that. So, yeah, today I thought, since it's October and I wanted to throw in an extra video for you guys, like I said in my previous video, I'm basically going to be showing off to you guys my top 10 favorite horror movies to watch during the Halloween spooky season. Now, this was extremely hard to narrow down to just 10. I was thinking about making a top 31 movies, for the 31 days of Halloween, but I don't know. I ramble a lot and I don't like my videos to be too long, just OCD, I don't know. But yeah, so I just decided to go with 10, and I did kind of cheat. There's technically 11 here, but 2 of them take up 1 spot on the list because they're kind of similar from the same franchise, you'll see. But yeah, so I just went with these 10. I think, yeah, all of them except for 2 take place on Halloween. So I was gonna do a Halloween night only video as well, but I was like, nah, there's a couple movies there that I like to watch during the spooky season that really brings out those feelings for me, even though they don't take place on Halloween. So, but I did choose mostly Halloween-based films, so that is cool. So let's get on into it. Starting at number 10, this is the double spot. And yes, it is at number 10, so that's interesting. But it has, I'm basically talking about these 2 movies because they're my favorite from the franchise, but these 2 movies also stand for like the rest of the entire franchise as well, because the whole franchise is good to watch during Halloween. So, but my 2 that I picked is Halloween H2O 20 Years Later, and Rob Zombie's Halloween remake from 2007. I love these films so much. Like I said, all the Halloween films are great to watch in Halloween, especially the original. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for not including the original, but I don't really care. Okay, I love the original. It's a fucking horror cinematic masterpiece. It's suspenseful. It's the music is phenomenal. The fall vibes are great, but it's just not one of my favorites. These 2 are my favorites. This is more my actual favorite, and this one's just really nostalgic for me. H2O is just really fucking fun and cool. It was a great comeback for Laurie. I love her comeback in this one way better than the fucking 2018 David Gordon Green one. Her trauma seemed much more believable in this one, and the way she defeated Michael at the end was the best. That was like one of the coolest scenes ever. So yeah, I just love Halloween H2O. It's just got great fall vibes, especially at that school and just all around Northern California. That's where it gets really nice. Not Southern California that much, but Northern, yeah. But yeah, and this is the one I used to watch, but rent so much when I was a kid at the video store. I don't know why. I used to rent. Why do I keep saying watch? I used to rent this one more than any of the other Halloween films. I used to always fucking rent this shit like once or twice a week. I loved it. I fucking love Halloween H2O. And as for the remake, I just love the remake. I get a lot of shit for loving Rob Zombie's version more than John Carpenter's version, but I don't care, dude. This is my opinion, and I generally don't really go for masterpieces that much. I go for like fun movies, and this one's great. And I get where people are coming from when they talk about, the original was much more scarier because it was just a simple, innocent kid that just one day snapped. And yes, that is scarier than seeing a kid with a fucked up childhood snap, but I feel like this is more believable, more based in reality, because that could really happen. That happens all the time. People grow up in broken fucking homes, and someday they have a darkness growing inside of them because of it, and one day they just snap, and that darkness becomes a reality for them. So it just seems more believable to me. But I still, like I said, I love the original. The original is still pretty great. But Rob Zombie's Halloween just really does it for me. I just love this movie. I love how rough and brutal it is. And this is the 2-disc unrated collector's edition on Blu-ray, and it's signed by Danielle Harris. I do want to get it signed by Scout Taylor Compton eventually soon, but I'll have to wait. I was supposed to meet her at Creep IE last month, but had to cancel that, but whatever. But yeah, this is a cool edition, even though it's not my favorite version. My favorite is the unrated version. I don't really like the unrated version that much, but yeah, I just love Halloween. It hits all the fucking Halloween notes for me. I just love Rob Zombie's Halloween. I really do. And, like, I just love it. I love everything about it. Feels fall to me. So, yeah. So, those are my 2 picks for number 10. Oops. Halloween H2O 20 Years Later and Rob Zombie's Halloween. But like I said, any of the Halloween films will do on Halloween, especially the original for all you original cocksuckers. Yes, the original too. And I have watched the original so far this Halloween season, so shut up. Okay, so moving on to number 9 is one of the films that doesn't take place on Halloween, but it's just a childhood favorite of mine, and it's one of my favorite horror franchises of all time, top 3 even, I think. And it is the OG Scream from 1996, directed by Wes Craven. I just love this movie. I know Scream is hit or miss for a lot of people. Some people love Scream, some people hate Scream. I personally love it. I grew up watching all the Scream movies, but especially the original. The original was a huge part of my childhood. Cause especially when I was in 3rd and 4th grade, I remember it used to come on every morning at the same time on HBO, at 6 o'clock in the morning, super early, and it would always finish 10 minutes before I had to go to school. And I used to live right across the street from my elementary school, so it was so easy to get there quick. So I used to just go to school freshly with Scream in my mind, and I loved it. So yeah, I just love this movie. And I was also Ghostface for Halloween 4 different times. I fucking love being Ghostface for Halloween. It was always a great costume, and I was never any of the other horror villains. I was never Freddy or Jason or Michael for Halloween. I was only Ghostface. So yeah, but this film is just fucking great. Just so suspenseful. Such a great story. So meta. I love that it's meta. Some people hate that it's meta. I fucking love it, dude. It's like a movie within a movie. What's there not to love about a movie that pays tribute to other horror films, you know? That's just fucking awesome. So I just always have loved this movie. And watching it just gives me those really spooky, creepy vibes. And I just love it. So, yeah, Scream. Just had to add it to my list. Even though it doesn't take place on Halloween, I just love it. It's a perfect horror film in my opinion. So yeah, Scream. That's number 9. Coming in at number 8 is... Oh wow, I have those 2 together, okay. Coming in at another 8 is the other non-Halloween film. But I do love this movie so much. And it's the original Fright Night from 1985, directed by Tom Holland. This movie is just fucking phenomenal. I love it. It's one of my top 10 favorite horror films of all time, and it is my favorite vampire movie of all time. I really want to get a tattoo of this movie soon, really bad. I already have my favorite werewolf movie tattooed on me, so I really gotta add the fucking vampire movie. But yeah, this is just a great fucking movie. Most people know about this movie. Pretty much almost everyone does. It's a fucking perfect movie. Charlie Brewster is such a cool character. He reminds us of all of us when we were teenagers, just being obsessed with horror movies and playing horror movies in the background while we're making out or fucking, you know, the usual. That's what I do, at least. But yeah, I just love this movie. Jerry Dandridge is an amazing vampire too. One of the creepiest and most suave, smooth vampires ever. He's just really fucking cool. I just love this movie. It gives great spooky vibes. Those great 80s vibes. And it doesn't take place on Halloween, but I think it does take place during fall. So you can definitely feel some of those autumn vibes. And I do love this movie. It's fucking great. Amazing, amazing effects and amazing creature effects for the other creatures in this movie. And other vampires. But, yeah, I just love this movie. It gives me the perfect spooky vibes that I'm looking for on Halloween. So, yeah, Fright Night. Gotta love it. That's at number 8. Coming in at number 7. This one is a recent add to the list as of when did I see this? I think 2021. My homie Joni Dulp666, go subscribe to him if you haven't. He showed me this movie the night before he was about to take me to the airport to go visit my ex. And we really had to go to bed early because my flight was super early, but we stayed up to watch this because it was so fucking bonkers. This is one of the craziest movies I've ever seen, but I fucking love it, and it is Wacko from 1981. This is so fucking ridiculous. This is one of the cheesiest fucking movies I've ever seen. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but I love it. It's just weird. It's really hard to describe the plot. I mean, the plot is fairly simple. It's just there's so much other shit going on in this movie, but it's just so fucking fun. It's a fun Halloween movie. This one does take place on Halloween, and it's basically about this lawnmower killer that kills people with his lawnmower, and he killed off a couple of teenagers during their prom, like 20 years earlier or something like that, or like 15 years earlier or something like that, and then the kids that were witnesses to that grow up and they're going to their prom, and it's like a spooky themed prom, and like because it takes place during Halloween, so it's pretty cool. I would actually love that. I would have gone to prom if it took place on Halloween, but I didn't. But yeah, so, and it's just like this killer killing people, but it's just so weird. It's so fucking weird, but it's fucking hilarious. This movie is such a trip to watch. Like, there's so many fucking hilarious one-liners in this movie and quotes that I just... Especially me and Joni. Me and Joni quote this movie so much to each other. Like, holy shit. We love this movie, and I love that motherfucker for showing me this movie. I had to pick it up shortly after he showed it to me, and it's fucking great. This is the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray edition of it. And it's just ridiculous. It also stars George Kennedy in it from Creepshow, and he's just a pervy father in this movie, and he's fucking hilarious. He's that end scene with him and his wife getting high off the laughing gas is just one of the funniest scenes ever. And this movie is just fucking ridiculous. Yes, it is a Halloween movie, but it's not a Halloween movie to be taken seriously. It's just a really fun, cheesy, ridiculous watch. So if you love cheesy, bonkers, weird movies with kind of shitty storylines but still has that Halloween vibe, check out Wacko. It's pretty fucking cool. I really do love this movie. Cheesy as all hell, but I love it. The jokes in this movie just... I was laughing nonstop throughout this movie. It was fucking hilarious. So yeah, I highly recommend this movie if you have the stomach for really bad cheese. So... yeah, that was number 7. Yeah, number 7. Wacko. And coming in at number 6, we have just a classic 80s heavy metal film that I just love. And it's Trick or Treat from 1986. Who directed this? Charles Martin Smith. But yeah, it's got cameos from Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne, of course. And it's also starring Mark Price. This is just a really fun movie from the 80s. Really great effects too. It's just basically about this metalhead kid who worships his metal god, his favorite metal musician, and he gets mysteriously killed in a mysterious hotel fire. And he goes to his friend who owns owns and runs the local radio station, and he hands him a copy of a never before released album from him after he passed away. So he goes home and plays it, but turns out that he's kind of living through the vinyl, and he's basically resurrected by playing the vinyl backwards. Typical musical heavy metal demon shit. But yeah, it's just a great fun movie. I love Mark Price in it. I love, what was his name? The guy that played Sammy Kerr. I forgot his fucking name, dude. But the guy that played Sammy Kerr was a fucking great, metal persona. Oh wait, wasn't that, wasn't that Blackie Lawless? No. Was it? I can't remember, dude. I feel stupid now. But Sammy Kerr, he was a great fucking metal god. And he was just a really great character in this. And Ragman just reminded me a lot of me when I was in high school. Kind of a loner, had like a couple friends that just tolerated me, you know. It tolerated my weirdness. So yeah, this is just a really fun movie to watch on Halloween. Yeah, it's just one of my favorites. Love this movie, Trick or Treat from 1986. So yeah, that's at number 6. And then at number 5, yeah, number 5. I was just double checking, making sure the order ain't fucked up. But yeah, at number 5, we have Night of the Demons from 1980. Why am I blanking on this? 88. I had a feeling it was 88, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, Night of the Demons from 1988, directed by Kevin S. Taney, starring a slew of people. Amelia Kincaid, Linnea Quigley's in it, my wife, just a couple other like people that have been in like other random 80s horror movies and other 80s movies. The guy that was in Heathers is also in this movie. But yeah, I just love this movie. It takes place on Halloween. It's another typical like raising demons during the night of Halloween by having a seance with a bunch of friends. That's basically what it is. It's, you know, just a bunch of friends partying in this old mortuary home, and the weird girl decides to have a seance, and it kind of works, and they bring back demons, and they gotta survive Halloween night. And it's just fucking great. I love this movie. Such great practical effects, such a fun story. Such lovable characters too. They're all really different but unique in their own way. I really like them, and I love the effects in this too. The effects are pretty good. I really like Night of the Demons. Really got those great Halloween vibes to them, especially at the very opening scene shows like a jack-o'-lantern lit on the top of a moving car, and there's like people in costumes in the car just getting lit, and with rock music in the background. So that's just pretty cool. So yeah, I just love this movie. It's pretty great. Night of the Demons. This is the Scream Factory, Shop Factory, Blu-ray, DVD Blu-ray combo. Yeah, I love this movie. It's one of my favorites. And I just recently watched Night of the Demons 2, which I actually really liked, and I want to talk about that later on. But yeah, but it was pretty good. But I love the first Night of the Demons the best, I think. I don't know. I'll have to give it a second shot. But yeah, Night of the Demons. Great fucking watch on Halloween. And number 4, I keep losing track. Number 4 is a newer one, and some people, if you know me personally, you probably see this coming. Some people love this movie, some people hate it, the franchise in general, and I am super, super fucking excited for the third one coming out in just, what's the date today? In just 5-6 days. I'm super fucking stoked. I already bought my ticket, so I'm excited. And it's Terrifier from 2017, directed by Damien Leone with David Howard Thornton. Yeah, this is just a great fucking movie. I love Art the Clown. He's one of my favorite clowns, my favorite killer clowns ever now. I just love him. He's got so much fucking going for him. Like, David Howard Thornton is a fucking amazing actor, especially with his facial expressions and his body expressions. Like, he just really animates the fuck out of Art and makes him just something you can't stop watching. Like, most clown movies are kind of like boring or whatever. They're generic clowns, and he does kind of look like a generic clown, but he's just, the way he animates himself is just like, you can't keep your eyes off of him. Like, you're just like, what the fuck is he gonna do next? Like, he's just innocent 1 second and then just tearing intestines apart the next. Like, holy shit. Like, this movie is just so fucking cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it, but if you haven't, it's, you know, Halloween night. These girls come back from a Halloween party. They're too drunk to drive, so they go eat at a restaurant and encounter a weird clown guy, Art the Clown, that's just stalking them. Yeah, and he just, you know, does what he does, stalks them for the rest of the night, and does his dirty deeds. And yeah, this is a really... I remember when I first saw this movie back in 2018, 2019, it was still on Netflix. Holy shit, that hacksaw scene really blew me away. I had never seen anything like that. And I was just like, whoa. Like, I had seen crazy shit before, but in, like, you know, like, obscure 80s Lost films, but, like, never anything in more mainstream horror had I seen that, some that hardcore. So it was pretty fucking great. I love Terrifier. I love the Terrifier franchise. Part 2 was a little long, but I still enjoyed it. I was coughed. I forgot to do my hit and my cheers. I'm so stupid, dude. I'm stupid. I'll do it at the end, though. Fuck it. Like I did that one time. But yeah, I just love Terrifier. Love these films. Part 2 I still loved, and like I said, I'm so excited for Part 3. So, yeah, Terrifier. That's at number 4. And coming in at number 3, we have the other Trick or Treat movie, Trick or Treat, from 2007, directed by Michael Dougherty. This was a really fucking great movie, too. I love this movie. I remember when I first saw it in high school, it really blew me away. It really gave me those really fall vibes. I feel like all these movies have some sort of fall vibes to them, but I feel like this one the most. This one has like the most spirit of Halloween in it, especially with the character of Sam, who literally embodies the spirit of Halloween. It's just like, it's so fucking cool. I love this movie. It's just a great horror anthology when they all tie together at the end and make one interesting story. It's just so fucking cool. I love this movie. Just great autumn vibes, great effects, great characters and character development. This is just a fantastic movie to watch on Halloween. It just hits all the spots, dude. Just autumn shit everywhere. Dead leaves, jack-o'-lanterns, costumes, scary stories. It's just the best. Werewolves. So, yeah. Most people know about Trick or Treat, so that's why I'm not talking about it that much. So, yeah, Trick or Treat. Just a great fucking movie to watch on Halloween. And that comes in at number 3 for me. Now, here comes the top 2. Y'all probably know where this is going. Number 2 is, of course, Idle Hands, baby. My baby. I love this movie so fucking much. I love this movie more than I love myself. I love Idle Hands so much, and I did get it signed last October by Devon Sawa. Finally met him. It's in my fucking hand. Devon Sawa, Anton. He was such a nice fucking dude. He literally let me just go off on how much I love this movie, and he was just impressed by how much I love this movie, and he really loved my tattoo also. He thought that was fucking crazy. He'd never seen anyone with an Idle Hands tattoo, so that was really cool. But yeah, Idle Hands is just the perfect fucking movie to watch on Halloween. I love this movie, especially if you're a stoner and you love horror comedy. This movie is just the best. This is my favorite stoner movie, and this is my favorite horror comedy of all time, and my second favorite film of all time. I just love Idle Hands so fucking much. This movie's just so fun. If you know me and you know this movie, you know what it's about. But if you don't, it's, you know, basically about this lazy-ass teenager, Anton, played by Devon Sawa. And it basically goes by the saying, idle hands are the devil's playground. So he's lazy, so his right hand gets possessed by the devil and starts killing people around town. And he's trying to stop himself, but he can't. And chops off his arm, but it's still on the loose, so he's got to chase it down. It's just a really fun, weird, bonkers movie, but I love it. And like I said, if you love smoking swag and getting stoned while watching movies, this is the perfect movie for you. Weed everywhere. They're constantly taking hits in this movie, so it's fucking awesome. Especially the very end with Mighty Joe Bong. I fucking love it. That's the best scene, dude. I want to hit that motherfucker. I wonder if they actually made that for the movie and it's a prop somewhere in a warehouse. Dude, I would pay good money for that shit, dude. I want to hit Mighty Joe Bong. I really do. But yeah, Idle Hands, I fucking love this movie. I can never get enough of it. I watch it all the time, even when it's not Halloween. I watch it sometimes multiple times a week. So this is just a comfort movie at this point in my life. So yeah, Idle Hands, Devon Sawa's autograph. Yeah, you know you jealous bitch. So yeah, love that movie. That comes in at number 2 because I love it so much. And of course, number 1, y'all already know. House of a Thousand Corpses. Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses, y'all. This is the best, in my opinion. This is the best horror movie to watch on Halloween. This is my favorite horror film of all time. I love this movie to death. It's fucking amazing. It's so fucking bonkers and out there. The family is just so fucking insane, and they're so unique and just so wild. Just the way they talk, the way they carry themselves, their beliefs. They're just so fucking cool. I just love this movie. This is just an amazing classic tale of, you know, a bunch of kids, not kids, but like young adults out road tripping, and they come across a really fucked up family that they decide to stay at their house. And I just love that house. It's such an iconic house. I love that house. I always see it every time I go to Universal on the studio tour on the back lot. It's still there, and I always love looking at it because it's so fucking cool. I've always wanted to go inside. Every year for Halloween Horror Nights, I always pray that that trail in front of where the House of Thousand Corpses house is, I always pray that that fucking gets opened and I can walk right in front of the house, but it never happens. They always use different areas in the back lot every year, but they've never used this, and I'm just like, use it, bitch. I want to take a picture in front of that fucking house. But yeah, this is just fucking phenomenal. I love this movie so much. It's so fun, so weird and demented and gory. It's just a great fucking time. And I do love the sequels, Devil's Rejects, and yes, 3 from Hell. A lot of people have mixed feelings on 3 from Hell. I do love it. Not nearly as much as the first 2, but I still found it enjoyable. I'm just a Rob Zombie fanboy, so I don't give a fuck. But yeah, this is the 20th anniversary special edition that just came out this past year, or last year, I think. I think it was last year. But yeah, I bought this at Best Buy before Best Buy fucking phased out all their DVDs and Blu-rays. It's such a shame, but yeah, I was able to get it there. And this is a great fucking edition. Opens up like that. It's got the movie inside right there. Got some extra stuff that came on the back. Also comes with a poster and a booklet. It's just a great fucking set. I love this fucking set. I love this fucking movie. I already own 2 other versions of this movie, but when this came out, I couldn't pass it up, especially for my favorite horror film of all time, and my favorite film to watch during the Halloween season. So, yeah. House of Corpses at number 1, baby. Always has been, always will be. Yeah. Love you. So yeah, that is my list for my top 10 favorite horror films that I personally like to watch during the Halloween season. Like I said, I watch a lot more. Obviously, I have a lot more, and even more movies that do take place on Halloween. So, yeah, this was really hard to narrow down to just 10, but this is my top 10 picks. So, sorry if you don't like them, but like I said, it's my personal opinion, so fuck you. So yeah, I'm gonna take a hit and a drink now because I feel stupid that I didn't before. I just want to jump right into that shit. Losing my groove, man. But yeah, got the grab again. My homie's still letting me borrow it. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, cheers. One more for the cheap seats in the back. Yes, sir. And for my beer tonight, I just got this beer yesterday. And I tried one last night. It was actually pretty good. And this was really cool. I was just really stoked to find this, but it's Beer Zombies Brewing Co. How does it get any cooler than that? Beer Zombies. And this is the Boomstick Blonde Ale with a sick little graphic on front. Never heard of this beer. I'm surprised I haven't. I think I did hear of it, but I just kind of forgot about it, and then I saw their shit at the liquor store, and I was like, hell yeah, pick that up. So yeah, cheers, y'all. Smooth, I love that. So yeah, sorry for the end hit and drink, but I'm an idiot sometimes. I forget things. We all forget things. So yeah, that's my top 10 picks for my favorite watches for Halloween. So look forward to either the next week or the week after that for my DVD Blu-ray update for the month of October. Like I said, I wanted to want to start putting 2 videos out each month, not just for October, for each month now. Moving on. But yeah, so this was just my top 10 list, and like I said, next week or the following week, whenever I upload it, look out for my next DVD Blu-ray update, because it's a good one, y'all. I got some good shit. So yeah, until then, see y'all next time. Have a great spooky season. Keep doing some spooky shit. Don't let the spooky season die. Don't let it die. So yeah, keep on watching horror movies. smoke some weed, drink some beer, go listen to some heavy metal music, and go do whatever makes you happy, because this life's too damn short. So peace out. Love y'all. I'll see you next time. Love your ass.